Hi, it's Friday, September 6th at 1:30 p.m. and we are off to Pfeiffer Big Sur Campground. Our friend John that we actually met on a few trips back wasn't able to make it for his reservation, so he asked us if we wanted to go and we jumped right on it. It's somewhere we've always wanted to visit, so we're really excited. Unfortunately, the GPS says it'll probably take us 5 hours. We drive pretty slow in our van, so it could be a little bit more than that. So we're in for the long haul, and we'll check in once we get there. We finally made it. We're about to check in, but
just
it
wanted
was
to
a
give
long,
you a heads up
long drive.
Communicate with
But
like maybe
yeah, we're just excited to finally be here. It's a really big campground. I'll have to find the exact numbers, but like when we first came in, we were at 131, and we are campsite 47. So going to find it. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We are lost in the woods, trying to find our campsite. We found it, we found it. We were able to park, which is great, and I'll show you around. Campsite 47. Perfect for our rig, or something even longer. Could fit here as well. There's a decent amount of space for tents. There's a fire ring, picnic table, and this is dry camping, so there are no hookups here. We're surrounded by beautiful big trees, lots of shade everywhere over. Well, let me rephrase that. Most of the sites here look like they are covered in these beautiful trees. Before we lose all our light, I'm going to get this stuff set up, and I'll check back in a little bit. Everything is mostly set up. We have lost basically all light, and it's, what are we, September 6th today, I think, and it's actually really warm outside. Like we're probably going to start a fire, but you don't need one for warmth. Thankfully we brought our EcoFlow, so we have air and AC in our van if you need it. But yeah, it's warm, so just heads up if you're coming in September, it could be pretty warm. We finally got everything kind of settled, and we've just been hanging out. It is, however, very warm. Our van is very well insulated, so it actually makes it kind of uncomfortable. Our EcoFlow and fan are helping. I think if you were in a tent, you'd actually be feeling really good. So I definitely suggest tent camping here, and if you're gonna be in an RV, make sure it has AC or you have a way to keep yourself cool. But we're gonna go to bed, and we'll see you in the morning. Morning, we're just hanging out in the van. It's a little bit different here. There is poison oak, and because Elijah likes plants so much, we're just really nervous about, well, I am very nervous about letting him wander without both of us really keeping our eye on what he's touching. So we're just hanging out, drinking our coffee, having breakfast, and then we're gonna go outside and explore. If you're wondering about this little raccoon hat, I'm going to be a lost boy for Halloween, and Elijah is going to be Peter Pan. And in this hat came all the way from Tokyo Disneyland. So I am now trying to wear it as much as possible because, one, it's adorable, and two, I just want to make sure I'm using it to its full potential. Okay, I'm just going to address this. Not that anybody cares, but I am a victim of the overplucking of I was born in the 90s, of the 2000s. And so I have basically no eyebrows. And when I camp, I rarely fill them in. So I apologize. But we are out and about, and We're already seeing like a really beautiful, I don't even know, is this like a, is it a river?
Yeah, when it gets higher.
Creek, stream, river, whatever it is, but it's really beautiful. We're gonna check out the shop and everything, so yeah. So back in there, that's all campsites. They're very nice and secluded and shaded. This is another campsite, 133, and you're really close to the water.
Oh, it's a river site.
River site. They also have, like, in between campsites, they have these picnic tables. And it looks like even if you don't have a river spot, you can still find a spot and relax over here. I hope you guys can see this. It's just so beautiful. They've got water fountains, which is good. They have day use bathrooms. When my husband gets out, I'll show you them. Okay, this isn't too bad. They have like a kind of mirror. They have soap, no hand towels though, but not too bad. They have a restaurant. This is the lodge. And a very rare sighting of a payphone. Big Sur Lodge, and then they have the park store, and you can also buy wood here. Oh, it's cute in here. They have tons of stuff. Oh my gosh, look at these. It's a really beautiful tree ornaments. Oh, how adorable. This little smoky backpack. Bunch of t-shirts. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look how cute.
Oh, that's
the
funny.
Little ranger onesie. They also have some wine. Oh, and just like some of the essentials.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is a really nice store. Oh, this looks like it's a little like lobby area. Fireplace. Oh, this is so cute. They have some books. This is their cafe. Yeah, this all looks good. They also have ice cream. Wow. I just got out of the store. We picked up our traditional magnet and sticker. And then I got this redwood smelling body oil, so I'm excited to try that. And then I was talking to the person who checked me out, and she was asking like what I was filming, and I told her about my channel. So if you're watching, hi! Thank you for being so nice. There's like a bunch of trails and paths here. It's really nice if you're like really into hiking. We just don't happen to be into hiking, but it's a great place to come, even just for the day. If you're willing to drive this far, if you're in the Sacramento area, but if you're, you know, close by this, I'm sure you've probably already been here. Groups of three, okay.
Let it be.
Let it be, okay.
Unless it's hairy.
Okay.
See, these are also Libra.
Hairy, yes. That's why I was confused.
See, then it's a berry.
Then it's a berry. Because I've been so worried about the poison oak, I have been asking people we see along the way if they are from here and come here often and see it. And most people had said that they were this was her first time, but we ran into this lady and she was so nice, and she taught me how to figure out what's poison oak and not. She said, leaves of 3, let it be, but if it's hairy, then it's a berry. So if you come out here, if you remember that, then you should be safe from poison oak. They have these all around the park. It's like little kid drawings with like advice on them. Stay hydrated. Oh my God, that's so cute. We're coming up on where they do like their campfire programs and stuff. It looks nice, like super nice. Oh yeah, this is really nice. Look at these benches. They're like legit. This is gorgeous. As we've been walking around, we have noticed, which is really good, is there's tons of bathrooms. Tons of bathrooms, tons of little spigots, so it's really good if you have to use the bathroom a lot. This is the hike, bike, camping. So you can hike in or bike in, and you can camp here. And I believe it has a fee, but I'm not 100% sure. If there is a fee, I will put it on the screen. I haven't seen a ton of dogs. I did notice that they had to be on leash, but I haven't seen a bunch, so I don't know if people just don't like bringing their dogs here, or because they're on leash, they're not as obvious. This is campsite 149, and I was just I'm showing you because it's kind of an odd spot. There's like trash cans right here. I mean, it's right by the bathroom, so maybe you'd like it, but it's just kind of a weird spot to me. This is campsite 61. So a lot of these campsites over here, you're backed up to like, this is all just forest. And ours is backed up to other campers. So if you prefer a more secluded area, I would book something like this for sure. Whew, this is a really big campground. It's really big, and we're definitely getting our exercise in, which I'm not mad about, because as I said in the last one, I'm working on my weight, trying to get healthy. So it's a great place if you're looking to get your walks in and just kind of have this incredibly beautiful scenery. This is a wonderful place. It'd be actually a really good place to run too. But now we're starving, so we're gonna go back to our campsite and eat. And then my husband said there's 2 more camp stores here. And everybody knows I like to do some shopping, so we'll go check those out after we eat. Here's the restrooms by us. Pretty small. The width is quite tight. They look decently clean, but there's no sink. Here is the sink. No soap, which is pretty common, but let's see what they have on the other side. It does look like on this side and the other side they had the handicap bathrooms, which obviously have to be bigger, but this one's closed. Oh, and they have a shower. Let's see if anyone's in here. And here's the shower. Looks like they have a spot you can put down so you can sit down. 1 token equals 2 minutes. So that must mean that they have a spot you can get tokens. Not too bad as far as cleanliness. And they have water fountain. And they have a place where you can either fill up your water. I don't see anything that says no dishwashing, so I'm assuming you can wash your dishes here if you wanted to. They also have a ton of camp hosts on site, which is great because it means that you're going to be a lot safer and there's a lot of wood options. So in my opinion, that's a really, really good thing. Found the other camp store, but they're closed for lunch. Can kind of show you inside. They just have some pretty basic things. So I don't feel like we're really missing out on much, but it's really close to our campsite, so it's good to know if we needed, like, looks like they have water and soda and candy. If we need anything, we could go there. And they have some benches, tables, you can hang out in the shade. They have ice, an out-of-service vending machine. And also, look at this. They have washer and dryers. I have never seen this before at a campsite, so I am very impressed. All right, well, our little baby is getting sleepy, so we're gonna drive out of the park and we're gonna go. On our way in, we saw like a bunch of like little, I guess, restaurants and lodging and a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna go check that out and hopefully he takes a nap. And then, yeah, so I'll check in with you when we get there. We decided to stop at this little place. We're gonna see if our car will fit. We do see a rig. Oh, there's a spot right here. So we'll try to show you around. Hopefully it's nice in there. Seems like a little coffee shop, maybe wine bar. We decided against going in there. We're gonna check out the general store though and see what they have. Like beer and wine, snacks. They actually have, oh, they have some cool merch in here. Sweatshirts, shirts, and stuff for kids. Oh, that's cute. Looks like they have lunch, burritos, smoothies, pizza. There's a restaurant right here as well. Our child is asleep though, so now we're trying to figure out a way to keep him asleep. This place has like a spot where you can see the river, and so we brought out our like blanket, and Elijah fell asleep, and I got a lemonade. My husband's drinking a beer. This is amazing. All right, let's talk about autism friendly. I think that if you have a sensory sensitive child, it might not be the best just because it's so warm. Elijah's pretty sensitive to temperatures, and he is like sticky, like super hot, and so he's been uncomfortable. We are now at like this little area where it's like probably 10 minutes down the road, and it's breezy over here right by the water, so he's like super happy. But if you have a sensory sensitive temperature, being sticky, stuff like that, I don't know, this might not be the best for you, especially in the summer. Maybe fall would be better. As far as like if you have a sensory seeker, they want to touch a bunch of stuff. Because of the poison oak, we're struggling. He can't go out and do whatever he wants. And so I would say that that's kind of a downside. Hi, baby. Oh, you would give Mama the phone. Hi, baby. He's come over to say hi. Hi, baby. So yeah, I would say maybe stay away from here if you have a son or a daughter like ours that needs to touch everything. As far as autism friendly, we have had people look at us, but they're all very nice. Surprisingly, we came in here and I was like, uh-oh, like this seems like a bougie kind of like hoity-toity kind of place. But everyone for the most part has been pretty friendly, except for like the staff. But people that are sitting outside with us are just like smiling at him and saying how sweet he is. So no issues there. They have cottages here. Looks like they have a pool as well. So if you wanted to come visit and you don't want to be in a tent or stay at the lodge, you can come stay in these little lodge cabin things. I'm always gonna give my most honest opinion, and I'm not digging these cabin little lodge things. It's kind of feeling creepy, murder vibes. But everybody has their own opinion, and I'm not telling you not to stay in these, but it almost looks like, I don't know if anybody who's watching this has ever been on the Universal Studios, oh gosh, what's it called? The Universal Studios tram ride where they take you around. It reminds me of the Bates Motel. So yeah. Another thing to know is that the service is extremely spotty. I've had service like a few times, so like a text has come in here and there. But if you have medical needs or you have family at home that you are needing to be in contact with, don't come here, because it's, even when we drove into town, we could not get any service. Nice. An unfortunate thing that I noticed right when we got here is that there was bits of trash all over, and I've never seen a campsite look like this before, and it just like broke my heart. When we are camping places or hiking or doing anything out in nature, like, we are blessed and lucky that we get to share nature with the animals, and we have to treat the elements of the earth with respect. And like, coming and finding like 5 Corona bottle caps and plastic knives and just like bits of just whatever all over the floor is like super disheartening. So just like the saying goes, we have to leave everything better than we found it. It's really, really important. It is about 6:30 and it's just too hot for us. So we are going to try to fall asleep early and then get up and go home early tomorrow, hopefully beat the traffic. But I'll give my final recap in the morning, so we'll see you then. In a surprising turn of events, we all got so hot we couldn't take it anymore, and we drove to Monterey and we found a safe place to sleep, and we slept, and then we drove home this morning very early. So we're home safe and relaxed now and feeling more hot because it's 100 degrees here, but we at least have our house to keep us cool. But overall, really, really beautiful. Big Sur is just breathtaking, but just way too hot for us. And because we're not water people, I've said it a million times, not somewhere we'd probably go back, but I do suggest that you go if you are a water person or you are a hiker. As a whole, I would give it, gosh, a 4.5 out of 5. Personally, I would give it a 3.5 just because of the reasons I've already stated. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Our time and our attention is extremely valuable, so the fact that you have given yours to me is an honor. And I hope you'll come back and watch my future reviews, and you can also go watch my previous reviews as well. I'm still in the Ultimate Explorer competition. I'll leave the link in the description. You can also go look at my previous shorts, and I kind of explain all about what it is and why I'm doing it. But if you have time, if you could please vote for me, it would mean the absolute world. All right, I'll see you on the other side.